Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the delay. Fortunately, I had some thing that came up. I know I put to have aired my show this past Friday, but unfortunately, I ran into some family issues and me getting phone calls to work shows. But we're here now. That's what matters. I want to talk about. Let me see. West Coast Wrestling Company. As you guys may know or may not know, this past weekend, I just celebrated my 2-year anniversary working with West Coast Wrestling Company as a member of their ring crew, a member of their security team. I remember the first show I ever went to as a fan. And since that day, I never took that day for granted. When Adam Ginberg, rest your peace and your soul, my friend, when you offer me a opportunity to work for your company. And ever since then, I've been so grateful to help out with your guys' show. And now since you're gone, I'm still living your legacy by helping out a company that you created. And I am very grateful for that. Because without West Coast Wrestling Company, I don't know what I would be doing with myself. I grew up watching wrestling. And now me living a part of something that I've been passionate about my whole entire life, and you gave me that opportunity to live out my dream, a place to learn the business. I am very humble and grateful for that. And the people that you have brought into the company that I gotten to know over the year and become friends with. And I'm very appreciative with that. And the fan base you helped me build. And now let's talk about Mid Valley Wrestling Anime Slam. That was something. A lot of cosplay, a lot of great wrestler cosplaying as character. The final match of the whole entire event taking place inside of a steel cage. Meeting some of the famous celebrities. And if you guys want to check out Animated Slam, some of the highlight clips, all you guys got to do is go to Mid Valley Wrestling on Facebook, and you guys can watch some of the highlights. It was so much fun. And they will be back next year here in Riverside, California, once again. So stay tuned for that. And make sure you guys check out Anime Slam on Instagram and Facebook for all the latest details. ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want to draw my attention to a certain cartoon that I grew up watching, known as King of the Hill. Some of you may have heard, some of you may have not heard. We lost one of the famous characters in the TV show recently, where he was gunned down after an argument took place on San Antonio, Texas. I know Family Guy, not Family Guy, I meant King of the Hill, is I'm planning on doing a tribute episode for him. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that as well. Now let's get to some breaking news that had developed over the weekend involving R-Truth, who joined WWE back in 2008. After his brief run in TNA wrestling, came to WWE, hold multiple champions, hold the record for the 24/7 title, had been released from his WWE contract. So what does that mean? Is R-Truth going to go back to his old stomping ground, TNA wrestling? Where it all started for him? Who knows? Who knows who else might be getting released from WWE pretty soon? So we got two major pay-per-views this weekend. WWE present NXT World Collide featuring AAA wrestlers. Then later on that night, we got the Money in the Bank, all taking place in Los Angeles, California. And if you guys want to go to an extra wrestling show right before that event takes place, go to Stevenson Ranch area, which is right outside of Los Angeles, and check out Pro Wrestling Odyssey, which is basically putting on an event to raise awareness for autism. And you guys can donate to the event by purchasing a ticket, buying merch from the wrestler, and this will all go towards autism research. So make sure you guys check that out as well. So let me see if I can bring some more guests on. No, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully I can bring some guests on. We're going to take a quick little break real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Real fast. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I also want to give a birthday shout out to Nicosia, who has celebrated her 40th birthday this past weekend. So happy birthday, Nicosia. I hope you had fun on your birthday. With your friend, you got everything you wanted for your birthday, and some more. And if you guys want a birthday shout out, please message me at Skullz, SKULLZ on Facebook, requesting a special birthday shout out. It is absolutely free. And I will give you guys a birthday shout out on YouTube. So now let's go into some other developing story. Going on around the world of wrestling. People have been asking me when is the next Valley Wrestling Connection show? And I tell people that is a very interesting question. Because with us partnering up with Primal Rage Wrestling Company, we are working on a special project which I will not disclose, but I will tell you at the new Valley Wrestling Academy, there is going to be more shows being put on. And more excitement to come. So make sure you guys check out Valley Wrestling Connection on Facebook and Instagram and on YouTube. And if you guys want to go watch some of the great event, please make sure you guys check out SoCal Wrestling TV, where you guys can download in the Play Store for completely free. And what's cool about this app, you get companies like SoCal Pro, Dream Slam, Santino Brothers, Empire Wrestling Federation, and many more company events on that app that you guys can watch for free and relive all the great moments from all these different promotions. So make sure you guys check out SoCalWrestlingTV.com and hit a like for their children, because this guy, he goes to these shows and do great recording at all these great promotion. So make sure you guys check that out. Like I said, it's completely free. Now, I want to go back down memory lane. That took place at a certain event that I had wrestled at. where a certain incident occurred. And a lot of people were asking me questions, even knowing what took place, caused a lot of tension and controversy. That a certain talent that was on the card, which I would not name, had a certain medical incident that happened early in the show. That I said, okay, we're going to still continue the show and keep the cameras off of what transpired. Which I knew something was going to happen sooner or later. So I set up an insurance policy in my match. Where I supposed to have been hit with a baseball bat over the top of my head, causing me to end up getting injured. To protect the main event, where I had to defend my hardcore championship belt. Where I pretty much did a storyline where I was unable to compete due to suffering a so-called concussion. Like I said, a so-called concussion to protect the integrity of the main event, where I was forced to vacate the championship belt to Silverwolf, which I was going to drop the belt to him anyway. And to begin with, because I was going to step away for several months. And I rather put the championship on someone to build up a storyline. Yeah, I was mad about what transpired, and that I had to call a audible during the show. So, if anyone has any concern about that incident, personally message me and I will explain everything to you. I am tired of people going around on social media saying things when they do not have all the facts, all the details, and that were not there in person to know what had happened at that event. And why we had to close down the company. With that being said, please stop running your guys' mouth about that whole incident. Yes, it's on YouTube, the show, but the incident is not on YouTube due to personal reason and guidelines that are required by YouTube. So it looks like I might not have no guests tonight, unfortunately. So, with that being said, if you guys have any concern on what transpired at that event, please privately message me. This event took place over a year ago. And yeah, we have moved on. I have moved to a new company where I wrestle part-time there due to my heavy schedule. So who knows when I might return. So we're going to take another quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Also, I have been informed Carlito also had been removed from the WWE roster. Along with R-Truth. Ladies and gentlemen. So, with that being said, who are you guys gunning for to win the women Money in the Bank this year? Or even the men Money in the Bank? So, leave your your answer in the comment below. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of Go Talk Live.